Okay, welcome everyone. This is Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness. Um, we have a guest with us, Danny,
Hi everyone, my name is Dani.
and yeah, we're going to be playing. Danny's actually never played this game before, unlike me, where I'm a bit of a expert. So I think I am anyway. But yeah, we're going to do this thing. We're going to make a couple of videos. We're going to call them My Play. Um, my understanding of Let's Play is a bit like a walkthrough, where My Play is just the experience you have while you play the game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Let's do it.
So I'm gonna try to play this game the same way like when I got it. I didn't have any experience with any of the other games in the series. This was the first one I played. I found out about this game from a demo in King's Quest 6 a long time ago. So I'm just going to create a character and I'll let Danny choose which one she wants.
Okay. Does the game change depending on the character you choose?
Yeah, the game.
But the story is the same.
Yeah, there's some variation, a little bit at some points, but basically it's more about how you solve the problems and some different secret areas.
Okay.
The fighter is probably the easiest, and then the magician and thief are both different in their own way.
Okay, I will pick the thief.
The thief?
Yeah. Just because I think it's more exciting. I do more on
What should we call him? DJ?
Yeah.
That's Danny and Joe. Alright. Do you just want me to do the stats?
Yeah. You do all that. You do all that yourself.
I think the thief probably starts off with the lowest stats out of any of the characters. But he also has the most variation in skills. Like the fighter, you start off with 0 climbing, throwing is very low. You don't have any acrobatics as a fighter or a magician. But I mean, I think the best combination to have besides a paladin is probably a thief with magical ability. So that means we would have had to sacrifice all of our points, and we would have had just all of the stats, but except for parry, which is very low, which means a lot of training in the game.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
I think that last part only makes sense if you played the other games. Because this guy, he does a bit of traveling.
Oh, okay. Oi.
You stumble and fall over the ancient petrified corpse. As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins on the dried out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them. It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond. The valve won't budge. If you had a bit more light, maybe you'll be able to see how to open it.
They really tried to stay away from calling this a sphincter. They do say it, but it's a sphincter. I don't know, I just seem to find it quite a funny word.
Do you have any magic?
No magic.
You do not have any magical ability.
Just walk around to see if you can. Are you able to walk? Yeah, come back. And then head towards your left hand side.
This side.
The character's left. Which is our right hand.
I hear you.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with
You're walking
sand.
towards us, so you're walking
Torch
towards us.
holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
It's pretty dark. I think the games were very dark at the time.
You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Piece of hard grey rock. You have a small grey piece of flint, much like the one described in your famous adventurous survival course manual. In the fire starting section, you vaguely remember something about using flint and steel together.
So can you use your the knife? Not the knife, sorry.
The dagger.
The dagger. This one.
Yeah.
And this.
You scrape the flint with your dagger, creating a spark. But we got nowhere to put the spark.
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
Can you grab it?
The torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
This one's...
You strike sparks off the flint using your dagger. Torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic. You take the torch.
I'm just showing you the 2 different possibilities to solve this puzzle. So either you could take the flame from that torch, which is probably the least common thing that people do, or the most common thing is put the flint directly on the torch holder, or actually just do it in your inventory. One or the other. You still get the same result. I'll speed it up a bit, he's walking with this. Hey, it's cool how the skulls respond, eh?
Yeah. That's great.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
One of the other guys on a Let's Play is like, I like passing through sphincters. So
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
So all the other doors are closed. You can't. I'll show you an example. You can't actually go. You can't even go back.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time.
Yeah. And this thing here, what does that look like to you, Danny?
Looks like a brain.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The brain. I'll point out a couple of little things. I'll try to point out actually throughout the whole game things that I noticed now from playing this game a few times that I didn't notice the first time. Just like some skulls. One there, there's a bone, another skull. Just things hidden into the background I never really picked up.
Will you use them later on? Like, is it actually worth it to pick them up?
No, you can't. You can't pick them up. They're just
Oh.
like background
That didn't
art.
do anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd say because
You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions. In the center of the chamber is a bleak stone altar covered with dark stains.
So
A flock of winged creatures emerges from the cave entrance, and they don't look friendly.
jeez. Should we try to run?
yeah, can you
What happens
attack?
if you run away now?
Run.
So they're gonna chase us around the room. I'll try to catch up with them. Ready? I'll run behind them. Nah.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the badders. You kicked some butt, too.
So, as a thief,
Those scratches on the cave floor look deliberate. They must be a thief mark.
I mean, it's the room, and that's the exit down there. It's pretty clear, I think.
Wow.
As a thief, you actually find signs like that where any other character you wouldn't have them.
Oh, okay. It's like ability that you have.
Specifically as a
because-
thief.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Whoa.
You just barely made it across the pit. You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
What are those little brown things moving? Are you able to...
Cave vegetation.
The strong
do
wind in
anything
this
with
cave is blowing the plants towards a passage on the left side of the chasm. Such cave drafts commonly indicate an exit of some sort.
Try.
It's the wind.
You don't really need the cave vegetation now. Maybe later. Actually, you won't need it later either.
That's if you're not gonna make it sushi. Maybe you want to make sushi with some, I don't know.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Can you tell that this is actually like a creature, that you just came out of a creature? Or do you still think you're inside of a cave at this point?
Not at this point, no.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, There are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
I did think we were inside of some sort of animal once
Yeah.
we got out of it. But no one we were inside. When we were inside, I just thought it was for something. Okay.
Yeah. Move on.
Yeah. Have a look at those marks on the arch. On the arch.
This is the symbol of blood in the form of a huge carved droplet. This strange symbol is the traditional magic representation of the senses. This looks like a throbbing heart. This symbol is really abstract. You may have seen it once before, described in an ancient book as the sign of essence, or one's inner nature. This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it. The symbols are graven into the rock of the archway. The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
As a thief, you have this jump ability, which no other character has.
To jump. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yes, it's slippery, all right.
And I recommend it's much better to walk through everything, because if you just jump from one place to the other, you might just miss stuff that you need to pick up and that you will need later on. Like if you start jumping and jumping,
The path is dripping with
You might just
slimy goo.
You're not jumping to the moon.
Having a
you're
hard
just
time
jumping from
maintaining
one
your
rock
footing
to
on it.
another.
okay. Slow marching.
Yeah, it's slippery. It's so slippery.
The path is incredibly slippery. You can scarcely move on it without falling.
He actually falls down.
Yeah. Have a look at what it's on that pillar. What's that?
This tall standing stone has been carved, so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
I really find it hard to see the squid. Honestly.
No, I don't. That's the head.
I see
That's
a
the head.
spider's body with two fangs and legs. I definitely
Yeah.
don't see it as a squid.
Yeah, it is a squid. That's the head there. And that's the body and the tentacles.
But the tentacles come from the back, from the bottom down here.
They're coming from the back of the body.
The tentacles don't actually...
Whoa.
As you find yourself sucked into the thick muck, you realize that you're never going to be able to move in the swamp this way.
Jesus.
You are so exhausted that
Right.
everything you do hurts. Better get some rest.
Drained your stamina so quick.
How do you get some rest?
Oh yeah. So you can sleep.
Just there.
Yeah. Rest for 60 minutes. Is my favorite line in the game.
After some rest, you feel better.
Because they make it sound so easy. Wish I could just click the button and feel better.
The decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
Well, I think we'll leave it for now.
Can you do anything to those hands, or can you? No,
I mean,
yeah.
if you try to shake the hand, it pretty much just falls straight in.
Oh, okay.
You are surrounded by the mist and miasma of a swamp which stretches endlessly before you. You are surrounded by the mist and
Can you grab it?
you pick up a single slimy bone.
Not.
And what is that pile there? Just keep going.
Whereabouts?
That pile looks like they look like rocks.
Yeah.
On your right hand side. There, yeah, there.
You see a tree whose branches are clumped with moss and fungi. A variety of slimy toadstools surround the base.
More toadstools.
The tree feels as though it's covered with a slug's slime, and you draw your hand quickly away.
To be honest, I have never looked at that, and I had never clicked on it. And that's a new,
What is that?
like, the narrator's words and his voice. I never heard him say that before.
You don't have any rations. You better get some food soon.
We should probably try to find the town, because he's getting hungry. Our hero needs to eat.
Sure, he will steal something from someone.
You're in the far western part of the forest. A lovely lake stretches out to the south and southwest of here. The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters. You get in some climbing practice, but you really can't see any more from up the tree than from the ground. In fact, you can scarcely see the forest for the trees.
We're meant to be going north.
How do you know that you have to go north?
Because that chick,
Oh yeah,
she said
Katrina.
the town is in the north.
Whoa, that's exciting.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
What will you do?
I'm just checking his pants.
She needs some help, desperately.
Maybe we can make a thief sign.
Gazing intently at the lake woman, you sensuously waggle the fingers of your right hand beside your nose. Then you delicately and suggestively rub your belly with your left hand. Rusulka says, "Oh yes, that's what I want too. Come to me and we'll rub noses and bellies together forever."
It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and
Those
help me to
abs.
be warm again.
Breathe like woman.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting?
Can you approach her?
Yeah. Do you want me to approach her?
Yeah.
It is so cold here.
Oh. Alright, I'll approach her.
You wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold.
I think she's dead. She's gonna turn up.
The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
You quickly discover that you really don't know how to breathe water.
He was too weak.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
Can you just, I mean, maybe she's able to give you some information, no? If you talk to her?
What do you want to ask her?
About the forest? And
If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like. I am the Rusulka. Please, take my hand and help me.
Why is she here?
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me?
She's not worth the time.
Yeah, no, I don't think she will give you
She's just a
anything.
dictate. She only wants money.
Sure.
I'm joking. Oh. The hero is hungry and horny. We better find a
He missed the chance with his life woman.
We better find a town for him.
You grab a handful of rocks.
Hey, what are those little red things at the back? Maybe they're like fruits and he can eat them.
Pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. In winter, they needle the deciduous trees mercilessly. You get in some climbing practice.
How are you climbing practicing on the flowers?
You might be able to find some food in the forest, yeah, like fruits and stuff like that, or nothing.
Well, I mean, it would be cool, but I don't think they...
Thought
Oh,
about
there
it.
is I know a place where you can feast, but you have to fight for it. And I think they're poisonous anyway. There you go.
So this is Mordavia, yeah?
You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack. You nibble some corn. You nibble some corn.
Keep nibbling.
What about a pumpkin?
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Oh well. It's not my problem.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
He knows who you are.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
What happens when you make a fifth sign?
You put your thumb on your nose and wiggle your fingers while rubbing the other hand on your belly.
Idiot! We need no more fools around here. Go away!
Go away! He's so rude.
He's very grumpy.
Yeah, he's rude.
He's gonna be happy you're going in there. Oh.
Are you just sightseeing or casing my place? So, what are you up to today?
I'll tell him. I'll tell him what we've been up to.
Okay.
Never have I heard such wild stories before. I am supposed to believe that a prince of Shapir stands before me? You do not look like anything other than a teller of tales to me.
Enough already.
I'm just gonna get what we need.
Adventure.
The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Okay guys, well, we're gonna finish the video. I'm gonna end it by saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Stay out of trouble if you have any brains.